여기에서 춤춰 you dumb dumb.
The 90s teen rom-com vibes, the styling, the sets, the bass line. Oh my god, I am in love. Queen Sunmi is back. I really wish that this song was longer because I am just so starved of music from her. It's been 2 years. Where is the album at?
Where is the album? We need the damn album. Where is the album? We need the damn album.
There's just something about this release that puts it on a whole other level from Birthday and What You Waiting For. I don't like Birthday that much, but I don't understand the massive hate she and the song got. I understand why some people were disappointed with What You Waiting For, but honestly I loved it a lot and still listen to it regularly. People say it's too Western, but seriously guys, YG literally is known for taking influences from Western music and putting their own magic on it. With Dum Dum, you can see the improvement and you can see that she and her team have found their ground after playing around with different things. I'm so in love with the styling for this era. She looks so delicate and sophisticated, like a Barbie doll. She oozes sweet 90s high school nostalgia. However, something that I've come to notice with Sunmi's styling is that a few of her outfits look like they're from Blackpink's wardrobe. For the majority of her outfits, her stylists have done a great job at establishing her own style. But for example with Birthday, you have to admit that the stylists took a bit of inspiration from Jennie's solo, and now with Dum Dum a few of her looks veer on Rosé's style. Like this outfit literally looks like something Rosé's worn before. I actually thought this was Rosé when I was scrolling too fast through my feed. I'm not saying that Sunmi is stealing looks, and I'm not saying that no one should dare touch or recreate the Blackpink members' styles. I'm just saying that I'd really like to see Sunmi in outfits that scream Sunmi, which for the majority of her looks do the job. YG sometimes falls under the I love this look, let's do it over and over again curse. For the majority of the styling that comes out of YG, it's iconic and eye-catching. But once they like a particular look, they just copy and paste it for their other artists. The problem with this is that when you take an iconic look and copy the exact same silhouette, it makes the later reproductions of the outfit look tacky and thoughtless, even if a lot of thought went into the outfit. I think that Dum Dum, minus this look, even though I would die for this outfit, has really elevated Sunmi's status as the fashion icon that's always been inside of her, and I'm here for all the looks she's been serving so far. Oh hell yeah, we got a continuation of the Burn It storyline. I love this part of the choreography where Bomin and Junghwan dance together. Golden Child have no bad song, and that's a fact that we all know. But I have to be honest and say that in comparison to their other songs, Ra Pam Pam is kind of lacking. Kind of like they're playing it safe. But it's still a whole ass masterpiece of a song that has such a beautiful melody. And since it's a Woollim song, it's well structured and incredibly controlled in its musical peaks and troughs. I just want to emphasize that I do not dislike the song. I really like it, and I rarely get disappointed with Golden Child's releases cause these boys don't just make music, they create experiences. The music video though is awesome and definitely not lacking in anything or playing it safe. I will never forgive Woollim for making us go on such an emotional roller coaster with this. Actor Golden Child when this needs to be turned into a whole ass movie franchise. I was so surprised that they have a song entirely in English on the track list. Bottom of the Ocean sounds a bit like One Direction. Damn, their English is so impressive. It's a good song, but it's not really my style. Fanfare reminds me of With Me from their first mini album. There's something about Singing in the Rain that reminds me of Hear the Sea by Red Velvet. Spell reminds me of Infinite. I really admire the classic K-pop sound Woollim still produces. Words cannot describe how much I love DL's solo. Across the Universe is one of my favorite Beatles song, and there's something about the second guitar line at the beginning of Out the Window that reminds me of it. I think this is the last OT10 comeback we'll be getting for a while. TBH, I thought that one, Lucid Dream, was going to be the last OT10 comeback, but then Pump It Up happened and then Burn It and now Ra Pam Pam. It's going to be strange not having our leader around, and I wish DL all the best in the military. Stay healthy, stay safe DL. Ness will be waiting for you. I'm super glad that Woollim have given them so many comebacks recently cause it's only made Golden Child an even more formidable presence in the industry. This song was made for a Netflix teen movie. I just love and adore these girlies so much. They just fill me up with so much joy whenever I see them. Holiday Party is at a different pace from their other title tracks and kind of sounds more like their B-sides. But similar with Stacy's ASAP. It's something different and fresh. And it still slaps. The song may not go anywhere in particular, but their vocals take you on a groovy night drive through the galaxy. I honestly think that this song was a smart move for them to make. In the sea of hype, bubbly summer comebacks, this is more chill and funky but still has that infectious teen crush energy.
You can sit with us out, I hate you. 너만 생각하면 I'm feeling.
She is my queen.
There's just something about K-pop summers and retro Sunmi. I had a hard time imagining something that would top Porapipum. Cause I am still to this day infatuated by that song and a hardcore Porapipum supremacist. But I think You Can't Sit With Us is going to one day dethrone her sister for me. I can't believe Sunmi served us god tier vocals, raps, visuals, choreography and acting. My word, she is such an icon. She's even more iconic than Gretchen Wiener's iconic line. The way I would give anything to have her entire wardrobe. Music videos like this always make me want to dress better. This music video is basically a Y2K and 80s lover child. It's giving me Clueless, Empire Records and Scott Pilgrim vibes. It also kind of reminds me of Wonder Girl's Lonely. The music video is shot in a way that is a lot like those cult classics from the 2000s, especially the fight scenes. I've seen a lot of people say that they are getting sick of the retro and Y2K trend going on, but honestly I'll never grow tired of them. I grew up in the 2000s and my parents raised me on music from the 70s, 80s and 90s. The current sound landscape matches my vibe perfectly and I am loving it. Literally when I was listening to the mini album, every time I thought the current song was my favorite, the next song proceeded to spit in my face and go, "Ha, you thought we couldn't get any better?" Fuses are living this year. We've gotten 3 comebacks so far in 1 year. I'm so proud of ONF. We went from 1, maybe 2 comebacks a year and now we have 3. And the year isn't over yet. Straight off the bat when I was listening to the song for the first time, I got reminded of Complete. Complete is one of my favorite eras of them, so just based on that similarity I instantly fell in love with the song. This feels like so much more than just your typical summer release. The styling is so cool, the visuals are so unique, and they add a little something to the instrumentals that elevate it to top tier status. I love how they chant together in the song. If there's one thing that ONF always do, it's leaving me confused with what the hell is going on. I'm really hoping for K-pop channels to start making theory videos about their storyline, cause hot damn I'm always left so intrigued but feeling so dumb. A return to early The Boyz. From the teasers alone, it looked like if DDD and Giddy Up had a baby together. It's a very upbeat song, and cute and refreshing concept. The song isn't really my style, but I do have to say that that bridge is utterly divine. We got serenaded by New and Hyunji, then slapped in the face with Sangyeon's high note and then body slammed with Sunwoo whispering sweet nothings. Juyeon really came for everyone's bias list this era. I'm glad he's already my bias, cause I don't know how all y'all suffer. The entire mini album is like going through every attraction at an amusement park. Thrill Ride encapsulates the joy of entering the fair. Out of Control is the flashing neon light bumper car ride. Dancing Till We Drop sounds like an arcade game song. Kind of reminds me of Cherry Bullet's Q&A and Giddy Up. Nightmares is the haunted house ride. Merry Bad Ending is the romantic Ferris wheel moment you see in movies like Love, Simon. Bet on You is the song you listen to looking back at the Polaroids you took of that magical time. Daydream has been my favorite The Boyz song for so long, but now I think it'll have to battle royale it out with Merry Bad Ending. Shoot the Moon. Moon Rider, Moonlight and Moonwalker are that group of popular kids at school that no one dares to approach or look in the eye. All 4 are exceptionally top tier, and it pains me that even with these masterpieces, BDC are so criminally underrated. Brand new music are really working these guys this year. I hope they get invited onto more shows soon, cause they seem so sweet. The more I hear from Junghwan, the further he cements his position as my bias. Goddamn. This pre-chorus is so luxurious and heavenly. The only part of the song that I was a bit iffy about at first was the chorus. I love the kind of beat they used, but because the pre-chorus had such grand swells and peaks, the beat drop seemed very sudden and unexpected and a tad empty. It's a bop regardless though, and y'all really gotta stop sleeping on BDC.
So tell me when you wanna take it. I'm your figure, you could pay me naked.
10 Dancing King, Vocal King, Fashion King, Multilingual King. Hot damn, my boy 10 was booked this month. August may be the 8th month of the year, but now it belongs to 10. Dreams really do come true. He first dressed up as a masterpiece and now he's created a work of art. First Kun and Jiyoon broke my heart, and now 10 and Yang Yang got me hoeing down at the club. Does this mean we'll be getting Lucas Winwin and Hendery in a subunit? I smell a wavy comeback very soon. Or maybe NCT 2021. I always thought that Yang Yang and 10 were such a good duo, but I never actually expected them to make a song together. Lolo sounds a lot like it could be a wavy B-side. I can even imagine where the other members would come in. Random question, but does anyone get XOSC vibes from this? I don't mean that their songs sound the same. It's just their energy and duo dynamics that remind me of each other. The birds are chirping. The flowers are blooming. The children are singing. The world is healing. My queens are finally back. SM is popping off with their releases this year. The SM creative design team is doing the absolute most. These teasers look like a combination of Shiny's Don't Call Me and their Happiness teasers. And the music video gives me Zimzalabim, the Grand Budapest Hotel and Dire's Mr. Potter vibes. The song itself sounds a lot like their B-sides. I consider calling anything a Red Velvet B-side high praise for obvious reasons. I was expecting the title track to have that signature Red Velvet quirkiness, but Queendom is very smooth and easy to listen to, but it's still very magical. All the quirkiness was saved for the music video and concept. Oh my word, the concept. The way they had the Queen's Mystic General Store teasers was so cool. Ugh, I die for the aesthetics. The amount of effort that went into this comeback is insane. There were so many theories circulating, and y'all know I'm a sucker for deep analyses and K-pop lore, even though I have a singular brain cell. The whole EP is just too good. The vocals and harmonies are insane as always. There aren't enough words to describe how gorgeous the entire track list is. When you've had the fandom waiting for this long, you have to deliver. And honey, they served only the finest. From the MV teaser I got strong callbacks to N-Flying's The Real and NCT Dreams We Young. If you liked Aces Higher, then I think you'd like this song too. The MV is so visually pleasing, especially the scenes on the boat. Like seriously, these graphic design skills belong to a blockbuster movie franchise. Jin Young's biceps are too lethal. Their stylists absolutely know what they are doing, putting the guys in tank tops and crop tops. The like thunder 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 bit is so catchy and adorable. The end where they show the boys looking at the island gives me spooky vibes and makes me think they're gonna pull another jungle on us in the next comeback. The song is so beautiful and uplifting and fills you up with hope. And the MV takes you on this magical summer journey along the waves. And then the ending just leaves you on this cliffhanger. C9. How dare you do us like this? A perfect sequel to the Chaos Chapter series. I thought Love Song was as emo as TXT could get, but these dudes continue to prove me wrong at every corner. They really make art that brings you to tears with how good it is every single time. I am so utterly in love with this new direction they are taking with their music. I still cannot get over the amount of times they swear in the song. Oh my word, it makes me giggle. They really don't give a damn. These guys really are singing like they've went through 5 divorces. Them in the all black and bandages that look like arm warmers and the standing mics just gives me so much 90s boy band energy. I don't know how to explain the way this song and the MV make me feel. I don't think I've felt this way since BTS's The Most Beautiful Moment in Life era. It just feels like you're watching one of those slice of life indie films that carve their way into your soul. When I said that Love Song was the boy group heartbreak anthem, I was wrong. This is the ultimate heartbreak anthem.
Terminate shredding. To the left now. Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal.
So we had gravity with cars. Now we have gravity with bikes. Are we gonna get gravity with helicopters and planes next to hahaha? I immediately like this better than My Turn, and I really like that song. Minus that vroom vroom ska bit. It's quite similar to Flame, my favorite gravity title track, in that it is very fiercely smooth and strong. The raps in the song are just too sick, and the vocals make me levitate. These, in addition with the cyberpunk aesthetic I froth over, are what make this probably my favorite era of theirs. Vini Vidi Vici is such a boss track title. I get chills whenever the chorus hits. They really came, saw and conquered with it. Gravity rookie monsters no more. These boys are a force to be reckoned with in the K-pop industry now. These boys always do me proud. Off topic, but does anyone else feel like this could have been an NCT Dream song? I thought we were gonna be getting Stranger Things 2050 based on the trailer, but I'm not complaining that we got Dweechita's noisy little brother. After the absolutely legendary year they had last year with God's Menu and Backdoor, and riding off their win on Kingdom, my expectations were high, and I admit that I was worried that they weren't going to top last year. But boy was I a fool. The choreography is too good for words. Can we just stop to appreciate the art style and aesthetics of the MV? It feels like a superhero origins film. The camera work was so sick, and those transitions gave me severe whiplash. Dare I say this is their best MV yet? Is this now my favorite Stray Kids title track? With Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings out now, I think this is such a great release and could have easily been added to the soundtrack. Side note, but the view is Blueprint 2.0 and I am in love. The way I squealed when I saw Minchin's teaser and when he was the first to pop up on screen in the MV. Welcome back my guy. Damn, the pandemic really has everyone going to this location, ha 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 ha. I'm not kidding when I say I almost fainted when Yongsung came on screen and swept his hair back. Wow. This era is a great time to be a Yongsung bias. The visuals kind of reminds me of P1 Harmony's Scared and Gravity's My Turn. Something about this new series gives me VIX vibes as well. The chorus of the song reminds me of something, but I can't seem to put my finger on it. Comment down below if you know, cause it is eating me up not knowing. Very keep killing it with the storylines. How are Very's vocalists, rappers, dancers and just everything in general so underrated? I can't believe we went from a joint high note between Yeonho and Jiyoon, which sent me to another dimension, straight into Yongsung's center. That's it. This is my favorite era of theirs. I'm so sorry Layback. I became a fan of theirs during We Ride era, and this is the kind of concept I was hoping to see from them. If you like Mamamoo's Windflower, Blackpink's Lovesick Girls, Exid's Night rather than Day and anything retro, then you'll love this song. This MV is so visually stunning. You can really see the increase in budget, cause these ladies be looking expensive. Even though this is a sad song, it makes you feel strong and empowered. That's what I love about these girls. They make me, and I'm sure everyone who listens, feel like they can overcome anything that gets in their way. Side note, but the way I was grinning from ear to ear when I saw Junseo and D1 on screen. God bless the brave family. In my opinion, this is their best song. Their last two releases were great, but I feel like you can really see what they're all about in this one. I'll be honest and say that walking into the MV I wasn't expecting much. I hadn't really clicked with their music, but there's something different about Flex that just leaves you floored with how impressive it is. It makes me want to stan this group. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't intimidated by these dudes in this MV. They were too powerful, y'all. Most of them are younger than me, but I'd quiver in fear if I saw them like this walking down my street. I love everything about this comeback except for Zero's Cheeto hair. They did my boy so bad. I was expecting her to come out with something that sounded like an IZ*ONE song. Elegant, magical and delicate. I was not expecting her to dive into the jazz genre, but I was pleasantly surprised. The genre suits her voice so well. She explores the tango and Latin pop styles in her mini album, which also took me by surprise, but then again I think it's a smart move to also experiment with different genres that weren't explored that much by IZ*ONE. Eternity to me sounds like an IZ*ONE ballad though, and it makes me feel sad whenever I listen to it. How can I talk about this debut and not mention the insane choreography? I've always loved Yoonbi's stage presence and thought that she was such an underappreciated dancer. In every stage of door that I've seen, she is just so goddamn captivating. I don't know why I was worried about whether she'd be able to hold up on her own. Look at her. She is glowing.
She got the sauce and it's spicy.
Dear Lord, thank you so much for gracing us with so many female soloist and duo releases this month. I've been waiting for CL's full album to come out for so long, and I'm so happy that we finally have a confirmation that it's coming soon. Her energy here reminds me so much of the baddest female and Hello Bitches. Sure, we had that confident boss bitch energy in some of her newer songs like Hooah, but those felt like her resurrection. They were songs that highlighted her struggle and will to get back on top. And now with Spicy. And I'm hoping with her upcoming album, it's taking humbleness aside and reminding everyone that CL is the best and she's always been the best.
Time to make it bounce like whoa.
Hot damn, that choreo goes so hard. Y'all, I think I've found my bias. Their MVs are definitely some of my favorites. I love all the colors used. It just makes it look so much more impressive and leaves you in awe. I'm not too hot on the song, but that's just personal preference. I feel like I have to be in a particular mood and doing a specific activity to vibe with this song. Like this song would be a great workout song. That said, a lot of their stuff are high in energy, which I do like, but it's for a particular mood for me. I think Mirai is one of those groups where I like their B-sides a lot more than their title tracks, but I'm still holding out hope that I'll click with their next comeback. If you like One Us and Pentagon B-sides, then I think you'd really like this album's track list. Also, if you like Misfit by NCT U, then you'll like Don't Stop. These guys always amaze me with how much swagger and finesse they ooze. They look like they've been performing their entire lives. I don't know why, but there's something about this that gives me How You Like That boy group version vibes. It's not my favorite title track of theirs, but it's still pretty good. And TBH, it's a very tall order to live up to their previous title tracks. The dance break in the bridge took me by surprise, and I'm glad they had a last hurrah at the end where they really amped up the energy. 'Cause it's in these kind of moments where I think they shine the most.
널 맴도는 달처럼 영원히 너만 바라본 나야. 넌 나에게 지구 같아. 나를 위해 더 빛나줘 파랗게. 슬픈 얘기 말아. 알고 싶지 않아. 그건 난 내 주위에 하염없이 맴돌 뿐. 아름다워. 저 위로 널 불러봐도 내겐 닿지 못한 채 흩어져 버리기만 해. I know you know. 간절할수록 아득해져. 낮과 밤을 넘어들고 도는 게 도전 넘어. 나의 거린 왜 이토록 먼데 먼데. 감췄던 내 뒷모습에 많은 얘기가 있어. 언젠 갇혀날게. 가끔 저 별들이 잠시 너를 가려도 나에겐 오직 너뿐이라고. 널 맴도는 달처럼 영원히 너만 바라본 나야. 넌 나의 지구 같아. 나를 위해 더 빛나줘 파랗게. 슬픈 얘기마다 알고 싶지 않아. 그건 난 내 주위에 하염없이 맴돌 뿐. 아름다워. 늘 눈부신 낮에도 너만 바라볼 나야. 긴 어두운 밤에도 이제 내게 너를 볼 수 없는 것보다 두려운 건 없는 거야. 깨기 싫은 너를 매일 봐. 너는 아주 별들 중에 가장 완해. 날 푸른 달빛 아래 웃길 원해. 난 널 위한 빛으로 이 세상 단 하나인 너.